If you've been watching the channel, you will know that I don't really cover any leaks ever unless it's reliable. Somewhat, you never know if it's truly reliable, right? But this video is about something that actually has been found in the Grand Theft Auto 5 online source code as the game has been updated. And you might have seen some articles about this where user Test2 on X has been saying that Rockstar is planning to implement age assurance checks in the near future, rolling them out by region. Now, obviously, he sent some proof with the actual code in there, which says age assurance QR desk, verify your age to access Grand Theft Auto Online, and there's a whole bunch more. And people show the screenshot but don't actually talk about the text that's in the screenshot. So there is text saying no access, text saying scan the QR code with your phone or visit the Rockstar Social Club website. It's a link. This page will automatically update after verifying your age. There's also a text saying you must meet the minimum age requirement to access GTA Online, and then if you verified it, it says thank you for verifying your age. You can now access Grand Theft Auto Online. Now later in the video I'm going to talk about how this will impact GTA 6. You can already guess it a little bit, but I want to really specifically talk about launch day. But let's go back to this actual report right here and the code that Rockstar has put in GTA Online for GTA 5. There's also another no access one and lots of similar things to this kind of version of you have no access or you need to connect to Rockstar games. There's also one saying text chat is now disabled by default. To turn it on, go to the settings section of the pause menu. And that one is a little bit of good news actually, because text chat has been disabled for a while, ever since the GTA 5 Enhanced Edition for PC came out. This is all PC code. And everybody, including me, was kind of bummed out about text chat being gone. So this seemingly confirms that text chat will be here again in GTA Online, except it's turned off by default and you will have to know that it's turned off and you will have to be able to go to settings and turn it on again. So still a lot of people are not able to use text chat because they probably don't even know that it's going to be enabled because of all the news when Enhanced came out saying that it's unavailable at all, right? This is one of the reasons why I actually don't really play GTA Online anymore, because I always had fun going into heists and then meeting people through text chat, and if there were noobs we could run them through what to do. Things like follow me, just very simple things, right? You don't know what to do when there's no text chat and no voice chat and nothing at all. So they did try voice chat only, but I have not heard any news about any people's opinions about it, so I don't think it's used much aside from roleplay. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments though. However, how is this impacting Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, look, there is going to be a lot going on. I made a jokey comment on a commenter from my last videos, what I'm doing the first hour playing GTA 6. And normally I'm very positive, kind of ignoring almost the negative things, but I gotta be honest, let's just talk about this because, you know, this commenter says, what you're doing in the first hour? Verification. You know, with some smiley faces as a joke, because we know age verification is probably going to be in GTA 6 because of this code being put into GTA 5 as a legal requirement for some countries now, like the UK, and for some reason it's also going to be in the USA, while there's not really laws for that. Maybe in some states it's going to be a law, I don't know. Anyway, so here is my reply to that comment saying, quote unquote, you know, the download finishes of GTA 6. Me, yes. PS5, okay, let's now install. Oh my god, this is something that I had with the PS3, where you download the game, you think it's done, and then you have to install it and you have to wait longer, right? But then the install finishes, right? So I'm like, yes, but then the PS5 goes loading shaders, because that's now a thing you need to do with next gen games, which is, in my opinion, not fun at all. Why would we load shaders? Why are we adding loading times in 2025 compared to the PS2? I know it's for like more graphics, better looking sharpness and all that stuff, but let's be honest, man, loading shaders is something nobody likes. So then the loading is done, right? The shaders are finished, and then I'm like, yes, finally we can actually play. And then the PS5 goes like, age verification verification. And I'm like, oh my god, do I need to put my ID card into the Rockstar system or whatever in the PS5? Now Sony knows my face, my age, where I live, my social security code. Rockstar knows it. Why? Why is this? Hasn't Rockstar and PlayStation been hacked a lot of the times? Don't you want our data not to get leaked, especially when it's so personal that it's actually having your social security number on there? I don't know how you guys have it with your ID, but on my ID it says my social security number. Now, to be fair, at least in my country, the government has an official app where you can copy your ID and then you can blur out the sections that are, you know, most sensitive to your personal data, and that's like very official, so that might be good. But then the next thing is, if you are age verified, they know that I'm 27. You know, in the store sometimes you buy alcohol and I'm at the counter, but my friend does and he forgot his ID. He's my age, but just to be sure, I'm gonna pay for it. So in case the person coming to verify my age has the obligation to do so, I can show my ID, right? Sometimes they just look at me and they just put in a random number because they know I'm over 18, right? Imagine, I don't know if you guys know the Call of Duty like grandma, like this grandma who plays Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever.
Is there still one in the house?
I don't know.
He's down. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
One to the left.
Oh, she got him.
Nice.
One to the left.
Imagine her needing to verify her age. It's just so weird, right? Anyway, imagine you've done all that. So the download, the install, the shaders, and the verified. Imagine then you're on PlayStation and you think you can finally play because every like thing you've already done is there. And then the servers are overloaded and you need online to play GTA 6. And then you cannot play it anyway. And you get that message after everything. This is something where I'm like, maybe I need to buy an Xbox as well, so that if PlayStation is, you know, fumbling, then I can at least rely on Xbox if they're even not overloaded. Because like, if you can choose and make a guess, make a bet on which one is going to be overloaded, PlayStation or Xbox, it's most likely going to be PlayStation due to the history of it. And I think it's very important for Sony, and they've probably already, you know, started the process of trying to make this thing work where the servers are not going to be overloaded. Now, a lot of people don't have a PS5 or like a next gen console. Let's be honest, like for me, I skipped the whole PS4 because I just thought it was too expensive, right? The PS3 is something that I got from, you know, my family as a gift, because back then, you know, it was a big deal and I was like a pro gamer. But then I also didn't really play as much from the PS4 era because, yeah, I didn't have that one. But also I enjoyed still the PS3 games, and I just went over to PC because I already have one. Now, unfortunately, because GTA 6 is not coming out on PC at first, it's probably gonna take a year or two, I had to go ahead and purchase a PS5. I just took a good Black Friday deal, and I since haven't seen a new PlayStation of that low price range, so I made a right decision, I feel like. And I'm glad, you know, companies like Sony are willing to do that, because you also have people like Nintendo who people are always complaining about the price being high of the Switch 2, and what does Nintendo do? They never give you discounts ever, no matter how old the game is. And also they are willing to raise the price even more of the Switch 2, which, you know, 7 million people bought it. So there isn't really a sign of, you know, people not willing to pay that price of $500 for, you know, Mario Kart. I want to play that Donkey Kong Bonanza, you know, game, but man, I'm not gonna pay that much money just to play one game. So if anybody wants to give a super chat of like $600, Don't do that, by the way. It's a joke. Keep yourself, you know, rich and keep me poor, please. I'm looking at you, sad life. Don't do it. Don't. But yeah, all jokes aside, let me know what you think of this news and of the whole process of downloading and installing the game. Obviously, everybody is so excited for GTA 6, but like the first impression is very, very important. Do you think that all this like nonsense of downloading, installing, age verifications, hoping the servers are not down, are going to improve your first experience? Because just like in the old days, you had to do so much stuff, you had to put in so much effort, that finally when the game came, you were super happy and you were just, you know, really excited to play the game. Do you think that that's kind of the new digital version today of if you have to wait for all of this stuff and do all of this stuff? Or do you think it's just a drag? I think it's both, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you again for all the members on screen right now. I really appreciate you. Thank you to level 1 for being a actually recurring member, so thank you so much for that. See you next time. Bye bye.